Hey kid, and welcome to this special presidential election KidTime StoryTime.
Did somebody say presidential election? Get the flag! Get the flag! Somebody get the flag! Where's my flag?
Okay, here's your flag. Here's your flag.
My fellow Americans, I do not know who this Ben guy is running for president, but I will tell you this. I am the one who should be a president. Bear, Green Bear, not this Ben guy in this book. I don't know who that is. But I want you to vote for me. You still don't know how to run a flag properly, storyteller.
I'm sorry. It's just not my specialty.
Obviously, I need professional help. Anyway, I will have professional help when I'm president. I will have famous people at my beck and call. I will make big decisions. I will live in a cool mansion. I will have my own plane, my own helicopter, and a private chef, and...
You know, I do see a problem.
What? What's the problem?
Can I stop waving the flag now?
Oh, fine. You're terrible at it anyway.
Well, the problem I see, Green Bear, is that you have to, be at least 35 years old.
What?
And have lived in the United States for the last 14 years.
But I haven't lived anywhere for 14 years. I'm only 9.
I know. And, you are born in the USA, so that's in your favor.
Okay, I got 1. 1 out of 3 is not bad, right?
Right, it's not bad, but you need all 3.
Oh, darn it. What if my parents are really important people?
No, it doesn't really matter who your parents are or where they're from.
There must be something I can do to make up for this.
Yes, there is one thing you can do to make up for this.
What? Tell me. I'll do anything to be president.
Well, you just have to get older.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, in the meantime, let's read what would happen if I ran for president. Oh, can you imagine all the cool things that you could do? It would be great to run for president of the United States. If I ran for president, I'd hope the people of the United States would choose me for a very important job, the job of leading our country. And I'd hope to follow in the footsteps of past presidents, such as George Washington, our first president. Thomas Jefferson, he was our third president. There's Theodore Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln. Oh, so many incredible presidents to look up to. I'd have to think carefully about my decision to run for president. I would want to know how my family felt about it too. Then I'd ask myself, am I the best person for the job? Am I ready to work very, 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 very hard for my country? Do lots of people believe in me? And will they help me run for office?
All these questions I have deeply pondered, and the answer is a definitive yes.
Okay. If I could answer yes, like Green Bear just did, to all those questions, then I declare my candidacy. And there's, proud mom and dad looking on right there, and people watching, TV crews capturing the moment. That means I'd announce I was interested in the job of President of the United States. That's the term. Declare your candidacy. If I ran for president, I'd run a campaign to let voters learn all about me. That makes sense. You got to know who you are. People who thought I would be a good president would donate money or time for helping. And I would hire people to work on my campaign too. And look at that. There he is in his campaign office. Here's all the workers and volunteers. And look at that. He brought some donuts for the staff as a thanks for helping. That's nice. Campaigns can make a candidate famous. Soon my name or face would appear on signs. Right there. Ooh, Ben for president. That's Ben, our kid. Buttons, bumper stickers, and t-shirts. I'd even star in television commercials. Oh, that'd be fun. If I ran for president, I'd work with my political party. That's a group of people who share the same beliefs about how the country should be governed. Now, they support candidates who uphold those beliefs. The 2 major parties are the Democratic Party. Their symbol is a donkey. And the Republican Party. Their symbol is an elephant. There are other parties too, called third parties. But people besides me would want to be president. Oh, there are other candidates. Of course there are. The Republican and Democratic parties must choose whom they will support in the election.
Of course they'll support me. Everybody will support me. I am what you consider cross-party candidate? Yeah? Is that a thing? I'm gonna go Google that.
Okay. Well, anyway, back to there, the Republican and Democratic Party has to choose who they will support in the election. In some states like Iowa, the parties each hold meetings called caucuses, where members pick their favorite candidate. However, in most states, party members hold an election called a primary. There's basically just two different ways and two different names for picking who you want to be president, according to what state you live in. Caucuses and primaries show which candidates are popular with voters and who might have the best chance of being elected president. The first primary is held in cold, snowy New Hampshire in the winter before the presidential election. I'd be sure to visit there, but I'd have to bundle up. You have to bundle up, boys. It's cold there. In the summer before the election, the political parties announce their candidate for president, and the major parties make this announcement at these big meetings called conventions. Each state sends delegates to the convention every summer, every 4 years. Delegates vote for the candidate who is the most popular in their state. So all 50 states are there. They're all voting for the candidate that won in their state. And may the best person win. A convention looks like a big celebration like you see here, full of cheering and chanting, balloons and confetti. Millions of Americans watch the excitement on TV. And by the time of the convention, everyone usually knows which candidate will be chosen, but the delegates still hold a vote. Now, sometimes it's not 100% clear, but usually it is because one candidate has won more states than any other candidate. If my party chose me to run for president,
Which he totally would.
I'd make a speech to get everyone excited about helping me win. I'd tell the American people about my platform. What's a platform, you might be wondering? It's not a thing where you stand on. Well, it is. But in this case, in this usage, platform is my plans and ideas for our country. My running mate,
I am still debating whether to make it Red Bear or Pink Bear, one of my brothers.
okay, that's a nice idea. Well, my running mate would make a speech too. And that's the person who would be my vice president if I became president.
Of course, and that's going to create resentment because I'm only going to have one vice president. Oh, I know, I have a solution. I'll have 2 vice presidents. Yes, problem solved. See, I'm a leader already.
If I ran for president, I'd be invited to debate with other presidential candidates. A person called a moderator would ask us questions. People across the country would listen carefully to our answers. Look, the kids and even the animals are watching. And look, from a hospital bed, there's a kid watching, from their living room, from the sofa here, watching the debates. And there's the moderator right there. And the questions coming from the audience about the war, healthcare, our schools, every topic under the sun, because, well, the president has to deal with every topic under the sun. Reporters would ask me questions too about my life, my family, even my kitten, Sassy. They print old photographs of me in newspapers and magazines, like the snapshot of me in my superhero costume, or my baby picture when I still wore diapers. Sam, cutest candidate baby picture. Oh, we've moved on here from Ben to Sam, haven't we? Oh, now we're moving on to Claire here. If I ran for president, I would travel the country to meet lots of people. I'd have my own campaign bus or airplane to take me from place to place.
Oh, this is so cool. I would like to also have my own jet ski, to get to those hard-to-reach islands where island voters live, Yeah, just a thought. Okay.
All right, that's an interesting thought. Inside, there would be comfy seats, perfect for checking out the news, writing speeches, and thinking about how to solve the nation's problems. I would take naps too. I would need the extra rest. Yep, when you're on the campaign trail, you need a lot of rest. I'd work very hard and be very busy. All in 1 week, I might share cereal with kindergartners in California, crunch corn with farmers in Kansas, and have dinner in Delaware, where I'd order the blue plate special with apple pie and a large strawberry milkshake. After all that food, I might not feel too well. Still, I'd have to smile and talk with the people I met. Oh, look at that crying baby. Wah, wah, tugging on poor Claire's glasses. And Claire, she's got pie and milkshake on her mind. Presidential candidates make a lot of speeches, shake hands, and cuddle crying babies. Finally, in November, election day would arrive. If I ran for president, I'd be nervous and excited. On election day, millions of voters from across the country go to their polling places to cast their ballots. That's another way of saying voting. So see, they're going to be, vote today. There's dog bringing the paper. Make sure to vote. Ah! Look at that. From sea to shining sea, everybody's going to go vote. Vote here. In our country, people vote in private. No one but you knows how you voted. But I know I'd choose my favorite candidate. Me. Okay. Well, that's smart. Of course, you have to believe in yourself. Once the voting is finished, officials count up the ballots. Then comes the announcement on television, radio, in the newspapers, and on the internet. People everywhere find out who will be the next president of the United States. I'd stay up late and keep my fingers crossed. Maybe have a triple espresso. If I ran for president and lost, the people who worked so hard on my campaign would be disappointed. I'd be disappointed too. Still, I'd be proud that I had taken part in a free and fair election. I'd make a telephone call to offer my best wishes and my support to the winner. Crying supporters right there. And I would offer support to the winner, our next president. Oh, this was Ashley here. But if I won, what happened if Ashley won? On January 20th, I'd say the words of the oath of office and be sworn in as president. On that day, my inauguration day, there'd be a parade and a fancy ball. Then I'd move into the White House in Washington, D.C. to begin my 4-year term as a president of these United States of America. And what would I do when I became president? Well, that's another story. And that is the story of if I became
President, da 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 da. I've been thinking, storyteller.
Yes.
I've been doing a lot of visualizing. You know, like they do in The Secret, that book.
I don't think that's even for kids.
Anyway, I was doing some visualizing. I totally see myself on the White House lawn with my brother bears, and maybe I would have some pets, and maybe by then I have some kids of my own, like maybe light green bear or pinkish green bear. I don't know. It depends on my wife, what my wife would look like. But anyway, it would be really amazing. So I just want you all to know to save your pennies, kids, because when you're old enough to vote, it means that I'm going to be old enough to run, and I want to be Green Bear, your next president of these United States of America. Yay! Hey, you're finally getting the hang of it.